Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video. Today we're going to talk about the best team for Game Week 8. I'm going to do this only for Game Week 8. So basically this is a free hit for Game Week 8, but I don't like to call it like that way because you are able to pick some players from it and maybe integrate into your squad. So we're going to start with my current lineup. We're going to remove everyone and we're going to start adding players immediately. So, as per usual, the most important thing for that game week is deciding who the captain is. And let's not fool ourselves, it's going to be Erling Haaland on the way. Wolves against City. City are even away from home, but I think that they're going to do amazingly well. With that good fixture run, I believe that adding more players from Manchester City is going to be crucial. Adding Phil Foden and then adding Rico Willis into the team for me is good to do. I know that Foden is 9.2 and his appeal is not high. He played only 166 minutes so far this season, but I believe that against Wolves he can turn around the season and do well for himself. Now, with looking at the fixture run, Arsenal faces Bournemouth. This screams goals, so I'm going to add the players from Arsenal. Immediately, Gabriel is back into the frame. Havertz is going to be back, even though he is flagged. I believe that he will be playing. Last but not least, I will be not returning Bukayo Saka as he is flagged as well, and I believe that adding a second player in defense is going to do me better. And this time around, I'm going to go for the goalkeeper Afraya. I'm returning immediately cheap players as they're going to be that cheap and we don't care about them. So going to all players, grips, so we need even more Harwood Bellis. Let's see, Harwood Bellis is 4, yes, and maybe Van den Ven is 4, so yeah. Good Luis, Gabriel and Raya, good defense. Now we have 39.7 in the bank. I'm going to go for maybe not Dibbling. Let's go for Wavia as he's 4.5. We don't care about that player, say the least, and we're going to continue with the 3-4-3. We can change that to 3-5-2, but now we have only 35 million to work with. I'm going to add immediately Madison. For me, he is a good shout out to go and to play, and a fixture against West Ham, who has been conceding for fun, is a good fixture for them. Leif Davis is going to join the frame as my final defender as they face Everton, and I believe they're going to keep a clean sheet. And Bumo is returned into my lineup as he faces Manchester United, and for me that's a good fixture for him. Forest Palace. So we need to find 2 players for 15 million. That's not going to be hard in my opinion. Newcastle Brighton is going to score a lot of goals, but I'm not too much of a fan of that. Maybe another Spurs players against West Ham is going to do the job as Liverpool and Chelsea face off against each other. Maybe Forest players, yeah, Forest against Crystal Palace, who have been conceding for fun. Adding Chris Wood is going to do me wonders, and I believe another player from Spurs may do the job. Or let's see if we can add from someone somewhere else. Maybe Southampton, no, Leicester, Newcastle. Brighton have been conceding a lot, so adding Gordon is not going to be that bad of a shout out. So this is the team. Let's go to FPL team and add it with IG1. I don't care about it. So here we're going to go with Raya. Next up is going to be Rip Willis. Oh, he already got into his lineup. Then the final defender here was going to be Leif Davis. A very attacking defender with good fixture. It's good. Madison and Boom here. Saka leaves for Foden. And Bruno leaves for Gordon. That's a good run to go. Haaland, Calvert-Lewin leaves for the likes of Havertz, who even injured, I believe, can do an amazing job because he's not going to be injured. Let's not fool ourselves here. We go for Bentley. Then we replace Trent with Harwood Bellis. Basically, doesn't matter who I select here. And the last guy that I'm going to go for here was... I can leave him like that, like it doesn't matter. So, Raya against Bournemouth, Lewis, Gabriel, Davis, Foden, and Mbumo, Madison, Gordon, Haaland, Havertz, Wood. I think that's a pretty solid shout out and I quite like it. Now, with that lineup, I enjoy to build a differential team as well. So that's the best team in my opinion for the upcoming week. It doesn't look that good on paper, apart from City investment and maybe Spurs. Okay, and Nottingham Forest to say the least. I don't see a lot of teams that is worth going for, and Boom is already into several teams. Wood will join, Gordon no, Leaf Davis is an option. So yeah, let's go and build a differential site right now. So we're removing everyone and we're going to select them by popularity. Maybe some of them are going to repeat themselves. Even if that's the case, that's even better. So we go, Haaland will leave the team, and now let's go and build our differential lineup. Team selected by the goalkeepers. We start, so under 10%. Alisson Becker is injured, even though they face Chelsea. It might be a good option to go for their keeper, but still Pickford, cheaper. I like him as an option. And who else has a good shout out? Maybe it's time to take a look at Ramsdale as well. Cheap goalkeeper, he's making several saves left, right and center. I know that he's conceding, but the save points are going to come his way. Next up we go to defenders. I believe it's going to be more difficult there to decide who to go for. The Law is here, Anderson, no, Gine, Robertson, Keane, Gay, Eina. For me, Eina is a solid shout out. Greaves is not a bad option in my opinion. To be added. From Man City, it's good to add a defender just for the sake of it, just to know that Man City defenders are good to target. Ruben Dias is going to do the job. Leaf Davis is here, so I'm not going to add another. Van der Ben is the best Brentford defender, and 8 Nuri is an amazing option. Maybe not for next week, but as a differential, I find him quite useful. Next up, going into midfielders position, under 10 million, 10%. McNeil is a solid shout out. Immediately into the frame, Foden as well. Bowen, Madison. Okay, that's way easier than expected. Gordon is still over that number. Kudus, Adama Traore is good option. Mitoma faces Newcastle, Wolves, then Liverpool. Not that amazing of an option. Brennan Johnson is a good shout out, but he got a slight injury last night. And Diblink is another good option to add. And then going for the forward line, let's see what can we pick from here. Calvert-Lewin, Rowe as well. Dewap I like a lot. And Cunha. Yeah, that was too easy. If you ask me, this is a differential team that I like. Going forward, Wolves are going to improve. Southampton players are cheap, especially 4.4. Pickford at 4.8 is still. Manchester City players are differentials currently, so it's good to go. The cheap option at Van der Beek is here. Leaf Davis and Eina and 8 Nuri. Even though the fixture run for 8 Nuri and Eina right now is not the fixture is not the best one, I believe they're good. McNeil is a solid option for the price you pay. Bowen, Madison, Foden, amazing options up front. Raul Jimenez, Delap and Cunha, I believe, are going to do an amazing job for you. So yeah, that's the differential team that I'm going to present to you, and that is the best team for game week 8 that I can find. So yeah, I like this setup. I like it a lot. Maybe some players you can steal from here. Maybe not, drop it down in the comment section. Sorry for the late upload, but I had awful issues with my internet connection and I didn't manage to upload it earlier. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow I will return with more FPL content. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.